Silicon Valley is working to make artificial intelligence physically disappear. But for AI to become invisible on your face, it must be supported by some of the largest industrial complexes on Earth. Apple's leaked 2027 hardware roadmap reveals a strategy shift away from bulky headsets. Instead of the screen-heavy Vision Pro, they are betting on a future where the hardware essentially blends into the background. Bloomberg reports that Apple is currently testing 4 distinct frame styles. The largest versions rely on thick acetate builds, mirroring the iconic look of a standard pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers. They are also refining a much thinner rectangular option. This design is built to be indistinguishable from the everyday executive eyewear worn by Tim Cook. To maintain this slim profile, Apple stripped away the display entirely. The frames are instead packed with a unique vertical camera system and speakers, relying on an upgraded Siri to handle every interaction through voice. This engineering goal, ambient computing, requires the glasses to function as a lightweight, hollow shell. By removing the internal processors, the device becomes a wearable sensor rather than a standalone computer. Removing the weight from your face does not delete the computational load, it simply moves that massive burden into the cloud. Every frame captured by those cameras and every word spoken to the frames ends up at one of the 4,000 AI data centers currently operating or under development across the country. Standard cloud storage for photos or text is relatively passive, but AI inference is active and continuous. These racks must house thousands of high-performance GPUs running at peak capacity to interpret live data streams and generate voice responses in real time. This concentration of high compute hardware draws a level of electricity that standard commercial zones cannot support. These facilities require direct, high-capacity connections to the national electrical grid just to keep the processors from stalling. The cloud functions as a brutally physical industrial engine that demands a constant, massive intake of high-voltage power every second of the day. Running those thousands of GPUs at full tilt creates a byproduct that cannot be ignored: an immense, localized concentration of heat. Managing this heat requires industrial-scale cooling systems. These arrays consume millions of gallons of water and produce a mechanical roar that carries for miles through the surrounding area. This creates a direct conflict for local residents, who face rising utility costs as the facilities compete for the same power and water, while diesel backup generators introduce significant air pollution risks. Every effortless voice command processed by the glasses relies on the heavy consumption of these tangible local resources. This environmental and economic strain has sparked a wave of civic resistance that is quickly moving from online forums to town halls. In Archbald, Pennsylvania, local opposition recently forced the government to deny permits for an 18-building AI campus after residents organized to protect their local resources. This resistance is a nationwide pattern, blocking projects in Colorado, Wisconsin, Missouri, Nevada, and Maryland. Voters here are ousting council members who approve data centers and rolling back the tax incentives that attracted tech giants. These localized political victories prove that civic pushback is now a tangible force capable of halting the physical expansion of AI. Silicon Valley is investing billions into premium acetate and high-end design to ensure that using AI feels completely friction-free for the consumer. But while the front end is becoming more polished, the back end is hitting a wall of friction built by angry neighbors and skeptical local regulators. The industry has moved past the era of microchip shortages and into a new, more difficult bottleneck: the literal availability of physical land and local water. The future of ambient AI will not be determined in a design studio in California. It will be decided in local town halls by communities fighting to keep this heavy industrial machinery out of their backyards.